Good day, everyone. So today we are discussing a significant development in the U.S. immigration process that directly impacts employment-based green card applicants. This is about the introduction of online filing for Form I-140, the immigration petition for alien workers. This is indeed breaking news from USCIS that really represents a major modernization of the filing process. For those of us who have navigated the traditional paper-based system, this change is innovative, although some may still prefer the paper-based filing. Before we dive into the step-by-step walkthrough, which is going to be like a workshop using a USCIS online account, the way you're probably going to be using it, let me provide some essential context about what this means for petitioners, particularly those of you filing as self-petitioners under the EB-1 Extraordinary Ability or the EB-2 NIW National Interest Waiver categories. For those of you who are new to this, let me just give you a quick view of Form I-140. If you type it on Google, you would see the latest form directly from USCIS online. It's available. What's the purpose and function? Simply, the Form I-140 serves as the immigrant petition that a U.S. employer, or in certain cases, the foreign national themselves, these are self-petitioners, file with USCIS to classify a worker as eligible for an employment-based immigrant visa. This Form I-140 is the legal backbone of your employment-based green card case. You don't want to make mistake with it and you don't want to mess it up. It's this document that establishes your eligibility for permanent residency under one of the employment-based preference categories. It also demonstrates that you meet the specific requirements for your category, be it EB-1, EB-2, or let's say EB-3. Through this document, it also creates your priority dates, which determines your place in line for a visa number. You can search through my playlist and you would see the latest I-140 form filling, how to fill this form, which is very important. For this workshop, I will be focusing on the general process. But before we go hands-on to really see how this works, let me just give a little bit of background. USCIS has implemented this online filing for Form I-140 through their My USCIS online account system. Of importance is the filing method. It is PDF upload. The online system currently operates through an upload, not a fillable online form. This means you will have to download the latest version of Form I-140, complete it offline, for example, either by hand or using PDF editing software, upload the completed PDF through your USCIS online account, upload all supporting documents as separate files as the case may be. And really, this is equivalent to mailing a completed paper form that you've already prepared. Everything is ready to be sent to USCIS office, but this time around, you are just doing it electronically through the USCIS portal. Also, please do note that the traditional paper filing by mail still remains a viable option. Petitioners still have the choice to file the Form I-140 by mail. Okay? One thing you should also know is that I think USCIS has been preparing for these to modernize their system. You will recall in a separate video that I also share with you all that there was a change to payments requirements, how you make your payments. Remember, USCIS no longer accepts personal checks, business checks, money orders, bank drafts, or cashier's check like that even for paper filing. You must pay by credit, debit, or your prepaid card using Form G1450, authorization for credit card transaction, or through your US bank account ACH transaction using Form G1650 authorization for ACH transaction. Now, all this really makes sense now that we see that I-140 can now be filed online. Let me tell you some of the advantages of this online filing. One is automatic fee calculation. Now, the system will automatically calculate your total filing fee based on your petition type. And this is really good because it eliminates errors in fee payment, which is a common cause of petition rejection. It also reduces the risk of underpayment or overpayment that leads to rejection, and that has been the case of some self-petitioners. Another advantage is it eliminates mailing costs, nothing like USCIS, FedEx, or UPS charges, which can, of course, ranges from, let's say, $25 to $75 for overnight or truck delivery. So you don't need certified mail or delivery confirmation, and you're also saving on printing costs for multiple copies. For paper filing, we've seen EB-1A petitioners with several documents of evidence that requires lots of printing. So if you're doing online filing, that is being eradicated. It will also make you to be more concise because there is a limit to document size that you can upload. So you're going to be very mindful of you including the most important objective evidence. Another advantage is peace of mind and security. Now, what do I mean? You could see evidence of immediate electronic receipt confirmation, no anxiety about whether your package was lost in transit. We've had cases of self-petitioners that unfortunately due to, maybe weather condition and the likes, their package were lost in transit or delayed submission. No concerns about delivery delays or mail mishandling. It also eliminates the black hole period between mailing and USCIS receipts. We've seen petitioners who would say, when am I going to get the USCIS receipt? Confirmation that they've received my package, things like that. Another advantage is real-time case tracking. In this case, you have the ability to monitor your case status through your USCIS online account. You can receive notifications about case update directly. You can access your receipt notice electronically, and probably easier management of requests for evidence, RFEs, if issued. Another advantage could be convenience and efficiency. In this case, this is automatic data preservation. Your information is automatically saved. Please take note, for 30 days, or let's say from the last time you accessed it. You can complete the filing process in multiple sessions, okay? Reduces pressure to complete everything in one sitting, allows time for careful review before final submission. This online filing also gives you opportunity for document organization. As you're going to see very soon when we go through the online system, you can upload supporting documents systematically. They've given you the opportunity to do so. Name and organize files clearly, easier to ensure all required evidence is included. And you can also review uploaded documents before your final submission. So all these are important and really helpful. Another important benefit I see to this is accessibility in terms of geographic flexibility, file from anywhere with internet access. Particularly, this is also beneficial to international applicants, no need to coordinate with, say, US mail services if you are abroad. Again, it's also important to understand some, let's say, limitations and maybe considerations. And they are as follows. Technical requirements and limitations. For this online filing of Form I-140, there is file size restrictions. There are upload limits for individual files and total submission size. This means large evidence packages may need to be compressed or subdivided. High resolution documents may require optimization. So this may require some efforts. For some of you who may not know that your document is password protected, here you have to be very, very sure and careful, because USCIS will not be able to process any password protected or encrypted PDFs. So you must ensure all documents are unlocked before you upload them. And this can, if you don't do that, can lead to common rejection reasons. So you have to scan physical documents. You probably need access to scanning equipment, or use, nice phone to scan any of your documents and make them electronically. I also know that, well, some individuals may be less comfortable with technology, and this will require familiarity with file management and uploads. And yeah, some may prefer the tangible nature of paper filing. Some petitioners prefer having complete physical copies. Traditional paper filing kind of provide a tangible package for records, if that's the case, or attorney or representative or consultant's preference may also vary. Like, do we use online? Should we use paper copy and the likes? All right, now let's do some hands-on. I would suggest you probably go to my.uscis.gov. That's the official page. Just put it on a Google web page, right? So the very next thing would be you want to access your USCIS online account. If you haven't created one yet, you will need to do so before you can file if you are considering online filing. The account creation process requires just basic personal information and email verification, okay? Now, these accounts will be your central hub for tracking all your USCIS cases. So it's kind of what setting up, even if you are not filing immediately or considering online filing of your Form I-140. Now, for those of you who already have accounts from other filings, say for H-1B extensions, OPT applications, etc., you will use the same account, okay? The system keeps all your cases organized in one place. Now, let's see, I'm going to sign in since I already have an existing account. I'm going to sign in. Then you could see security verification code, which has been sent to my email address. I'm going to identify that. So I have that in, and I click submit. Okay, so now we are inside my USCIS account. Key points to note here is that your account security is critical. You want to use a strong password, verify your email address, and keep your account information updated always. Once you logged in, you will navigate to My Account. When you click that, you will see several options. The one we are going to choose here is File a Form Online. Now, this presents you with the forms, several forms available for online filing. And when you click this option, select the form you want to file online, there we go. You're going to see I-140 immigration petition for alien worker. And when you do that, you can start form. But take note of something here. The system indicates Form I-140 is available for PDF upload. This clarification is important, as it simply means you are not filling out an interactive online form. That's not the case here. You will be uploading a completed PDF. Okay, so start form. Now on this page, USCIS provides a summary of what this petition is for and the eligibility categories. And this is a good opportunity for you to confirm you are filing under the correct category. Is it EB-1? Is it EB-2 NIW and the likes? Okay, so I'm going to scroll down and you can read through everything, check through every links you have there to have an understanding of what you are into. Then we can go to next. And here is just, again, some set of information you should read through in order for you to understand what this is all about. For example, you will see, yeah, it says we will automatically save your responses. We will automatically save your information when you select next to go to a new page or navigate to another section of the form. We will save your information for 30 days from today or from the last time you worked on the form. So that's also very important to take note of. Maybe you want to ensure you have all your package sets, as though you want to mail paper copy, and then you can come into this and begin to compartmentalize them into, categorize them accordingly, something like that. So let's go to start. And now, so here, for example, it's asking you what is your petition type, and look at the two options. An alien of extraordinary ability, that is EB-1, or an alien applying for a NIW who is a member of professional holding an advanced degree, or an alien of exceptional ability. This appears to me that it's only at this time for self-petitioners. So again, it's a good thing. Let's assume it's the EB-1 category I've selected, then I go to next. Please go through all the things you have on the screen. It says PDF form upload all pages of the form I-140. So you can see, click on it, you will see the latest form I-140 that is available. Just download it. So there is nothing like asking people, is this the correct form I-140 I need to fill? Is it not? Things like that. So you have the direct access to it. Click on it, check the instruction, fill it offline, make sure it's ready, it's in still the PDF, is not password protected, then you upload it. Eventually, here you can see it say choose or job file here to upload. Just do that once you've completed that. Okay, of course you want to make sure you vet it properly to ensure there is no error. Next, if you click on next, the good thing is clicking on next, it goes through. So there is no limitation to you must have uploaded the I-140 before you can proceed. So this gives you an opportunity to go through what the system is all about, right? So at this point, you see it's asking you evidence of international acclaim or achievement. Yeah, of course, in EB-1, for example, you must meet at least 3 of these listed criteria by USCIS. So this is where you want to upload such. Read the instruction properly. In this case, well, accepted file format includes JPEG, JPG, PDF. So it's not only PDF in this case, okay? Now choose your file, upload accordingly. You can see it also says upload no more than 5 documents at a time. You see that? And it says accepted file name characters. You want to make sure you labeled each file properly, and the maximum size, you must keep it or maintain it at 12 MB per file. So this is also very important. Then once you do that, you upload, you go to next. Now it's showing me missing evidence. That's because I've not uploaded anything. Well, let's go to next. It says evidence of continued work in area of expertise. Of course, for those of us that file EB-1A, we know all these are what they ask for. So once you know you've prepared that as well offline, you also just want to come and upload it here. Then you go to next. Okay. And once you've done that, then you go to the next one. The person's entry into the US will substantially benefit the United States in the future. Again, this is another section that is required in your EB-1 a petition. So you do that, you go to next. And we're almost getting to the end. You could see, do you have additional evidence? Maybe there is something else you want to include. Do that next. And yeah, we can see we've gotten to review and submit. You want to make sure you review everything, you've uploaded or you've worked on so far, review your application. At that point in time, you will probably have seen your filing fee that you have to pay, then go through other process before you click on next and maybe submit at the end of the day. So this is how far I can go. I'm going to go with you. You can still go back. The back function works. So this is pretty good. It's not kind of restricting you not to be able to do so. So you see that, let's assume it's EB-2 NIW. I do the same thing. It's still going to take you through a kind of the same process. You submit a Form I-140. Then you're going to have different categories of submission you want to make for your national interest waiver, you know, like prompt 1, prompt 2, prompt 3, things like that, you know. Of course, prior to that, you want to make sure you meet the criteria by having an advanced degree record that you will upload or exceptional ability record that you're going to upload, things like that. And that is pretty it. It's working. It's functional. Don't forget, for EB-2 NIW, there is the case of ETA 9089 form, as you can see on the screen, that you have to also fill. The links are there. Just click on them, get them. So for those of us that are tech savvy, you're probably going to find these very, very helpful. All right, so that's going to be the end of this video. My simple advice is go online, check it out, create a USCIS account as beneficiary. If you are filing for the very first time, go through all the instructions USCIS have for you there and follow through accordingly. This is really helpful. Take your time. Be mindful of the documents you're going to upload, the size and the likes. You know, you want to make sure you do all that offline, make them ready before you go ahead and, you know, submit. And that's going to be it. I wish you all the best. Please like, share, and subscribe. Share with your loved ones, potential petitioners, those that want to self-petition. This is really a good news for them. It's also okay if you still prefer the paper filing, you know, do whatever that pleases you at this time. I wish you all the best. Don't forget to reach out through email should you have any concern. Let's look at things together. All these you should take notes for educational purposes only, and they do not in any way serve as any legal advice. The choice is yours. I wish you all the best. Take care. Bye-bye.